Strategic alignment analysis in portfolio management. Friends, this is Kailash Upadhyay and welcome to my podcast show P3M Knowledge Series. In today's podcast, I'm going to talk about what is strategic alignment analysis, why strategic alignment analysis is important in portfolio management, how frequently to perform strategic alignment analysis, how to perform strategic alignment analysis, various techniques such as Lewin's model of force field analysis, other techniques such as gap analysis, readiness analysis, and we are also going to talk about who should be involved in the strategic alignment analysis. So friends, let's begin this topic today. Let's talk about first is what is strategic alignment analysis. Friends, strategic alignment analysis is an approach to align the portfolio with the organization strategy and its goals and objective. This is the core purpose of strategic alignment analysis. Now, why strategic alignment analysis is important? Friends, strategic alignment analysis is important because organization strategy are not constant. Organization strategies are changing, and there are various reasons that is causing this change in organization strategy. And whenever the organization strategies are changing, you must have to perform strategic alignment analysis. There could be various internal environmental forces, external enterprise environmental forces that could lead to changes in organization strategy and objective. Some of the factors could be the competition in market, the substitute of product, the bargaining power of supplier and bargaining power of customer, the new entrant into the market, the complementary product, and this could be n number of reasons that could lead to changes in organization strategy. Now, let's talk about how frequently to perform strategic alignment analysis. Friends, the frequency could be every time the organization strategies are changing, you must have to perform organization strategic alignment analysis. The frequency could vary, it could be monthly, it could be half yearly, it could be yearly. It all depends on internal and external enterprise environmental factors that are causing changes to organization strategy and leading to perform strategic alignment analysis activities in your portfolio. Let's also talk about how to perform strategic alignment analysis. There are various techniques. The first technique we will talk about today is the Kurt Lewin's force field analysis. Kurt Lewin's is American social psychologist. He has introduced this technique, and in this technique, we need to identify what are the forces that are supporting the change and what are the forces that are opposing the change. And you need to list it down all of these forces, and then you need to score each force, and based on the total score, you will take decision. Let's take an example. Say that you have 5 forces that are supporting the change, and there are 8 forces that are opposing the change. Now, this does not mean that you will reject the change. Though there are more factors, those are resistant to change, but their overall score could be less than the forces which are supporting the change. This evaluation of each force will be done via a focus group meeting. During a focus group meeting, the participants are evaluating each of the forces for supporting and for opposing the change, and they are giving score between 1 to 5. So let's say all the 5 forces which are for change got 5 score highest. So the total score for change will be 25. But there are 8 forces which are resistant, which are opposing the change. The total score could be only 15. Some force may get score 2, some force may score 3, some force may get score 4 or 5, but the overall 8 factor total score will be 15 only. Since the forces for change overall score is 25, since each force got a maximum score 5 and the total score is 25, and forces against change is only 15, that means the change will be accepted because the for change forces are higher than the resistant forces. So this is a very, very popular technique. When change will be approved, the resources will be invested in this particular change for implementation. There is another technique of analyzing this strategic changes, and the second technique is the gap analysis. Friends, whenever the strategic change happens, we need to understand that the organization goals are changing, objectives are changing, and there's a gap between the current organizational goals and the to be goals and objective of the organization. The gap analysis will help us understand how much work is required to bridge the gap from current portfolio scope to the new portfolio scope to achieve the revised organization strategy and objective. This gap analysis is very, very important. The third technique is readiness analysis. Friends, many a time after knowing the gap, we need to assess whether do we have the capability or capacity to bridge this gap. It may be possible that we do not have capacity. Capacity is the supply of resources, the human resources, the financial resources, the other assets and intellectual capital. Since we are not ready because of lack of capacity, lack of capability, then again we should go back to the portfolio governing body, portfolio sponsor, and ask that in current portfolio environment this change is not possible. But if the change is approved, then the entire strategic alignment analysis effort will lay out the plan to implement this particular change and ensure that the change is delivered successfully and aligned to the revised organizational strategic goals and objective. Now, who should be involved in performing the strategic alignment analysis? Friends, invite the right stakeholder who have knowledge about the organizational environment, who have knowledge about the portfolio. The more the stakeholder you involve, it will help you to perform better force field analysis, gap analysis, readiness analysis, and also in implementing the changes if the change is approved. So, friends, I want to tell you that it's very important we continuously perform this strategic alignment analysis every time we see strategic changes are initiated in the portfolio. And we have also discussed what are the causes of strategic changes. Let me talk about one cause in this video today, which is complementary product. Let's take an example. Add-on skills is the authorized training partner, and we having the complementary services such as PMP certification training. Now, every time there's a change from PMI in PMP certification training delivery, such as they want the license material to be used, such as certify PMP to deliver the training, because these are the changes happening at the PMI. We add-on skills, the authorized training partner, have to change our strategy. We need to evaluate whether we have the trainer who have the capability to deliver the certified training. We need to create a business case at our end, because we are delivering the complementary services, and primary service is by an external organization which is called Project Management Institute. So, friends, I hope you understand that there are many such reasons. Your organization may have to adapt to changes such as complementary product, or your customer bargaining power is increasing, your supplier bargaining power is increasing, and there are n number of factors that could lead to these strategic changes. So, friends, that's all I want to talk in this video. I hope you understood what is strategic alignment analysis, and why to perform strategic alignment analysis, when to perform, the frequency, the techniques, who should be involved. All of these topic we have discussed today. Friends, if you want to learn more about portfolio management, more about the statistical model of performing strategic alignment analysis, and go deeper into this subject, then be part of my upcoming PMI-PfMP certification training, where I'm going to talk about every single concept of portfolio management, including strategic alignment analysis, with lot of brainstorming, with lot of participation from the global audience who have trusted add-on skills and my mentoring for the PFMP certification. Thank you once again, friends, for listening to this podcast, watching this podcast on YouTube or any other platform. Do give it a like or a love, share this podcast, and do comment with your feedback. That's all. Thank you very much, friends.